We have Mr. Nobu Tanaka with us, who is the former Executive Director of International Energy Agency. Let us talk to him regarding the crisis that the world is facing today because of this geopolitical scenario. What is the role of International Energy Agency in this?
Okay, International Energy Agency was created in 1974 at the first oil shock because of the Arab countries' embargo of oil caused a huge problem for the global economy. So IEA was mandated to build a strategic stockpile for 90 days for each countries, or the member countries, and use it in case of emergency. And this Iranian situation is definitely the emergency because of the blockage of the Strait of Hormuz. There's 15 million barrels per day of the oil is going through the strait. And if it's lost, this is about 20% of the consumption. It's a big, big amount. So just yesterday, IEA decided to release 400 million barrels of strategic reserve to the market. And certainly this will help. This is a historical number. The very big volume is released. So IEA hopes that the stability of the market could be recovered very soon. But it's 15 million barrels per day of the disruption of the Strait of Hormuz be compensated. But it's this 400 million. But it's only for 27 days. So, if the blockage continues, certainly it is a problem. So we sincerely hope that this situation be stabilized before the release of the stocks be evaporating.
So you told me that it is for the first. Is it for the first time that this much of amount was
Yes,
released?
that's correct. Last time, the next big one was released in the time of Ukraine invasion by Russia. It was about 180 million barrels. So 180 million, and now this is 400. That is more than double. So it's a quite big amount.
So we got to know that 170 million barrels of oil was released by US also.
Yes, correct. That's right.
Is that going to?
It is a part of it. It is a part of this release of 600 million. Yes.
So is it going to help in any way? It is, as you said, it will just work for 27 days.
Oh, well, it is for 27 days. But if the, let's say, blockage is going to be terminated by that, then no problem. If it is still continues, IEA still have another 800 million barrels to go. So, still they can continue for at least 80 days. So, but if it goes beyond 80 days, all the really strategic stockpiles disappear. So then it is a serious problem.
How much of reserves do the
IEA has 1.2 billion.
So this makes it how much of percentage of?
About 1.2 billion means it can compensate 15 million barrels per day of the blockage of Hormuz for 80 days.
And do you see the war subsiding or coming to an end?
Who knows? Unfortunately, nobody can tell. It depends on President Trump decides to stop the war, how the Israel will respond. So still geopolitics is unclear, but we will see.
So in the Strait of Hormuz, as you see, the vessels are being stopped, and for India, 2 vessels were allowed to move, but 2 vessels don't make much.
Yeah, well, the vessels cannot move because there's a risk of bombardment or some attack. So there are 40 Japanese ships in the Persian Gulf, but they cannot dare to go traverse the strait. But now India may buy the oil from Russia. So, certainly there's a different way of getting it.
So oil refineries, the infrastructure related to oil, crude, is being targeted in Iran. You must have heard that is, what do you think, sir? Is it right to attack these infrastructures because it is impacting the entire world apart from the countries involved?
Sure, well, that's right. If there is an attack on the refineries, either in Iran or in the other Gulf countries, certainly it impacts the future production level. And even after the blockage happens, blockage is going to be disappear. If there is no production capacity, that's a serious problem. So bombing and destroying the refineries has certainly very much negative impacts.
So my last question to you is, you must have your own assessment of what will happen if it doesn't stop.
Yeah, well, yeah, because the strategic stockpile of 1.2 billion will be terminated if they continue releasing in 80 days. So after that, there's no way. So if the disruption continues, the price cannot be managed. So I sincerely hope that peace will come back within 80 days. Yeah. Solution is in the hands of President Trump. He can decide at any time.